School breakfast challenge. Today we have golden grahams, a cheese stick, some milk, and some yogurt. So we are going to use the cereal and the milk to make a churros flan. Let's get started. First, we're going to start with our caramel. We're going to add in 1 teaspoon of water and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And we're going to make sure that that sugar is completely coated in water and dissolved. And then we're going to put it in the microwave. And our goal is to get it a caramel. So I've used a glass measuring cup just so that you'll be able to see the color change, but make sure that you have a microwave safe container. You can do this right in a mug. So let's put this on half power for 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes at 50% power, and you can see that it's clear. It almost looks like corn syrup. So we're not there yet. At this point, we want to be really careful that we don't burn the caramel, because it will go from clear to amber to burnt in a matter of minutes. So we're going to continue to pulse this 10 seconds at a time. So on 10 seconds power, I did this for 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and then 10 more seconds, and it got pretty dark. So you can see that color change right there on the side. Okay, I don't want to go any darker than that, otherwise I'll start to have a bitter taste. So a nice golden caramel. And I want to set it aside so that it can slow down and stop cooking, because I want to set the caramel. It is so extremely hot. Please do not stick your fingers or your tongue anywhere near it. That is really important. Let that get hard. So that'll happen in a matter of minutes. While this is setting, I'm going to move that aside and get another glass bowl. Measure out 1/2 cup of milk. We are using our school milk. This is a flan, so flan is a caramel custard. So we measure out our 1/2 cup of milk. And 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to crack in 1 egg. And if you like, you could add in just a little tiny bit of vanilla. But you don't have vanilla, you could leave it out. And then I want to whisk this up. Till it's nice and smooth. And with the custard, if you have a little type of strainer of any kind, I would recommend straining the custard, because you can see these egg pieces. Now I'm not done whisking it, but you see the egg pieces, and those don't make a smooth custard. So ideally we want our custard to be nice and creamy and smooth. It's a little challenging to do in the microwave, but we're gonna slowly cook it in the microwave, and let's see if we can't set that custard up. So now that it's whisked all together, my mixture has set. Okay, it's nice and amber in color. And now I want to put my strainer over the top of it and strain this custard in. So I'm going to strain that right in. It'll go right through. You can see all those little egg pieces. If not, just take a lot of extra time to really blend that as well as you can before you put it into your custard cup. Any little remaining egg pieces, you don't want to put them in there. Just get rid of them. All right, and that is ready for the microwave. So we're going to start this at 2 minutes on 50% power or half power, and then check it after that. Like I said, egg is very sensitive to higher temperature cooking. It will crack and break and curdle. So we want to really try to keep the creaminess of this. So let's go ahead and start it at 2 minutes for 50% power. So you can see here that the custard is still pretty wet in the center. So we're going to put this in for another 30 seconds on half power. At this point, the custard is set. It's a little wet in the center, but that's okay. Okay, but the majority of the custard has set. Some of the caramel sauce has come up to the top, But now with any custard, we have to actually set the structure of the egg. You need to let it go in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. Now I know you're saying, but you haven't used the golden grams yet. Well, that's because I want to use this as a nice crunchy base for the bottom of my custard for when I tip it over. And I don't want to put that on just yet because it's going to get soggy. So we'll come back in 2 hours, check the custard, and finish our dessert. All right, it's been just about 2 hours and our custard has set. You may see a little water puddle. That's okay. That's going to go into your sauce. And you want to just push your finger around it or a butter knife of some sort and release that mixture from the sidewall. Now what we're going to do is we are actually going to flip it over. So we're going to take our plate and very carefully flip it over and give it a little shake. So that shake released our custard. We've got our own built-in sauce, and we're not done. We're going to add on our golden grams. So just crushing them on top, sprinkling them on, the creamy custard, the caramel sauce, and let's check that custard. All right, so we've got a nice creamy silky custard right there. Our golden grams to give us crunch and texture. School lunch challenge. Accepted, completed, delicious.